Can I ask you about JJ McCarthy as a kid? How do you think he'll do? What does he bring to the table that maybe I can't see as a TV viewer?
Arm talent, athleticism, it factor, winning with numbing repetition. Don't be surprised when he goes to he's the number one quarterback off the board. That's my prediction right now. When people get a load of JJ and what how he can throw the ball, how he spins it, his athleticism, his intelligence, talk about it factor. He's got it, the competitiveness that he has, and they get around him and they really start digging in and they start talking to him. That's an early prediction for the 2024 NFL draft.
Can I ask?
That was new Chargers coach Jim Harbaugh talking about his Michigan quarterback JJ McCarthy on the Herd. Pretty bold prediction that JJ McCarthy could go first off the board. I mean, we talked about it earlier. We thought he was maybe a third, fourth round pick. But what did you think about Harbaugh saying he could go number one?
And you were saying third, fourth round pick, being generous with quarterback inflation. Everyone's trying to get a guy. 100% bullshit. I think that this is a big campaign for JJ McCarthy, because if Jim does get JJ McCarthy drafted highly, it's going to be another feather in his cap. It's just another thing that he's done. Look at what I've done as a coach, and he has a pretty lengthy resume already. But I mean, I just don't see it from JJ McCarthy, and I wouldn't see a team drafting him over even Bo Nix. Like, if we're going to be real, JJ McCarthy, I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but even Peter Schrager is saying like JJ McCarthy could be a dark horse to, be drafted higher than people think. Like, so maybe like the NFL does really value the winning, the attitude, the just overall team guy that he is. He's just not a good quarterback. Like, he's not.
Well,
when push comes to shove.
I think maybe he's predicting the future, because he is going to go first off the Chargers quarterback board, and he's going to draft him in like the fourth or fifth round, and he's going to be like the third string or backup quarterback for the Chargers. That could be what he was saying. He's literally my first quarterback off the board.
No, I don't think so. Even if his board is like that, he would not have JJ McCarthy at the top of his board. Like,
first quarterback on his board.
I know it wouldn't be if he has a real fucking big board and he's looking at quarterbacks. There's no way in hell Jim Harbaugh really has JJ McCarthy at number one. Yeah, maybe number one in his heart. Like,
let us know if you think this is crazy in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe for more content. We drop the pod every week, but yeah, crazy big statement from Harbaugh, because I mean, if you just watch those playoff games, yeah, he had some big plays here and there, but there was a lot of misses. There was a lot of inconsistency, and he is mobile, but I don't think he's going to be NFL mobile. Like,
no.
And if you wanted to use the argument, like, okay, maybe it's the Brock Purdy effect. Like, they want these quarterbacks who have experience, who are mobile enough, who can play in your system. But everyone has literally been shitting on Brock Purdy nonstop lately. So how would that add up?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't seem like the league is turning things around to lean on Brock Purdy as the prototype.
And honestly, like, I just don't see enough for him to be like a coveted player in this NFL draft. I just didn't see it as far as the playoff game or the national championship. In both of those games, he did struggle heavily. In the championship game, he completed 10 passes. Against Alabama, he was going against a running back at quarterback in Jalen Milroe, and they had to go to overtime. That's how capable of a quarterback he is. So I just don't see it. I don't.
Yeah, and he had all the super talented defense at Michigan. He had an amazing running back in Blake Corum. He had great receivers. The O-line was great. So literally everything was going for him. And yeah, you could say he's won a lot. He's looked good in the regular season. But in those playoff games, I just thought, like, listen, this is a big moment. I would expect him to kind of show out here. And he did just enough to get by, which is really good. He won a national championship, not taking that away from him. But if we're talking NFL, I kind of see him as a 5th, 6th round pick. And I think a lot of teams are going to value him as like the 3rd string quarterback, the practice squad guy with the clipboard. Like, I think he's going to be amazing for teams as a 3rd string quarterback. That's where I kind of put him.
Yeah, but to have him at the top of your board, again,
people are talking about him going in the 1st round. There's people that believe he could go in the 1st round.
I mean, I don't see it. I just don't. I know they're comparing him to the Mac Jones type, but even then, Mac Jones had a better college career and was a better college quarterback, more NFL ready-made quarterback than JJ McCarthy by leaps and bounds. You would take Mac Jones coming out of college over JJ McCarthy.
And Mac Jones is like not exactly lighting it up in the NFL. So why would you be like, oh, that's a terrible decision. That's like, oh, I'm going to draft this guy number 1. He's giving me that Tony Snell feeling. I feel like he could be Tony Snell.
Oof.
A little rough week for Tony Snell.
I know. Did he end up getting a contract?
No, but Charles Barkley was on there talking about him saying someone should give him a job.
Well, that's great.
Where do you sit on that? He's made $52 million.
I think he'll be all right.
I mean, he wants the health insurance guaranteed. There's two camps.
Yeah,
he's made enough. That. He should get he's close.
Close, but like, again, you gotta even. He's made enough money. He'll be fine.
All right. Well, you guys let us know what you think about this JJ McCarthy situation or the Tony Snell situation. Go ahead and leave a comment. Thanks, guys.